Now I'd like to tie for you a Helgramite. The hook I have in the vise is a size 6. This is a 6 extra long streamer or nymph hook. The thread I'm going to use is black, and I'm going to attach the thread at the eye and take it back to the bend of the hook. We're going to stop it where the barb would be. I'm going to put that out of the way for a second. I'm going to take 15 thousandths lead wire. I'm going to wrap the shank. I'm going to start right at the back, and I'm going to do the whole thing. And stop it one eye behind the eye of the hook. Take that back and just break that off. So you can't really push them together when there's thread on them. I'm taking a piece of black yarn, and I'm just using this to cover the lead wraps and make the body even. Bring my thread up front, and I'm just going to do one series of wraps here. And trim away that excess. I'm going to take my lighter and get rid of the fuzzies. Use the bottom of the flame. And take that thread back to the back once again. Now for the tail, I'm going to use 2 black goose biots. I'm going to use the natural curve to separate them. And you could have these half the goose biot. Or about 1/3 to 1/2 the length of the hook shank. And I'm going to remove the excess. Next I'm going to put in a rib, and the rib is black ostrich herl. Take a single black ostrich herl. Tie that in. Now I'm taking black floss, and I'm going to tie that in. And for this fly, I'm going to use my rotary option on my vise, make this eat quicker. Just going to bring my thread all the way back up to the eye. I'm going to bring my cradle over. Put a half hitch in there, stop it from unwinding. And now I'm going to wind the floss You know, move that cradle out of the way. And I stopped 3/4 of the way up. And tie that off. I'm going to take my black ostrich herl and I'm going to palmer that forward. Oop, if it doesn't break too many times on me. And I'm going to tie that off, just enough on that, and wrap that little tag in. I'm going to take black duck quill for the wing case, and I'm going to tie that in right there. I'm going to tie it in by the butts and let it go halfway around the shank. Now I'm going to turn the hook up. For the body, I'm going to use red chenille. I have about a 2-inch piece here. I'm going to fold it over the thread and tie it in. And that will end up like that. Now I'm taking a black hackle. I gave it the haircut. This is an Indian hackle. And I'm going to tie it in. And this is right on top. Doesn't really matter. But that's going to be the legs. Now I'm going to take the blood black wiggle dub. And I'm going to dub the thorax. And you want to make this a nice healthy fat thorax. May take a few pinches of dubbing. You can use straight black dubbing. This wiggle dub will just give it a little bit more character. And clean up that head area there a little bit. Move that thread back to 1 eye length. Now I'm going to take the red chenille and pull it underneath. And tie that off. Put a few wraps in front. Lock it in. And I'm going to remove the excess. Now I'm going to take my hackle and wind that, palmer it through there. And if you get 2 wraps on that hackle, that's fine. You don't want to overpower it with the hackle. Now I'm going to take my wing case and fold it over. Now I'm going to take 2 black goose biots and I'm going to tie them in right at the head, and I want them to extend just past the thorax. And you want them to flare out. And this is flaring out pretty good. Take the whip finisher, take your head cement and coat that head. And here we have a Helgramite. Use this for smallmouths, trout, panfish. I hope that you learned something from this video. I hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please leave comments, questions, suggestions. Share my channel with your friends. Check out my website. And most of all, I thank you very much for watching my videos.